Good, good morning, traders. It's 23rd Feb 2026. 23rd Feb 2026, 7:34 a.m. We are going to start analyzing the M&Q chart today using ICT concepts. Let's start with the weekly time frame. This one is previous week low. And this is previous week's high. Now, if you can notice, there's a difference between the closing of previous week and opening of previous week. Now, this gap can be important. The price can trade into that gap before it moves in any direction. Okay. Let's mark the daily bias, daily previous day low, weekly high is previous day's high. Now we can see that previous day closing is greater than previous day's high, which gives us the daily bias as bullish bias. So let's start journaling the biases. Bullish bias. On a daily time frame, we can see that the price has been consolidating in 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 days. Since 5 days, what we can see is after the break of structure of this, there's this bearish order block. The price should be heading towards this low. We will mark it as sell side liquidity. 149.775 or 24, we can see as 24 to 40.50. Where is it? Yeah, should be 24 to 40.50. Okay, so this becomes the sell side liquidity target for the price to come down. Okay, let's move to a 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, what can we see here? What we have noticed is price took out this liquidity with this wick, so this is also another sell side liquidity. Right now we can see that the price has already inversed this fair value gap, retested here, and it's trying to come down. Even on a 4-hour time frame, see how this bull side liquidity right here, price took out the low, went up high, took out the high, and is still consolidating. So as of right now, we do not have any direction. The clearest thing that we have right now is this bearish inverse fair value gap, and the price could start heading down, maybe take out previous day's low, weekly low, and then we have sell side liquidity at 24 to 40. There's no closure above this high. There is no candle closing above this high, hence bull side is also open. Let's go on a 15-minute time frame. What can we see? Asia session. Okay, we're going to write 4 hour as bearish inverse FEG consolidation on 4 hour time frame. Let's move to a 15-minute time frame. Asia session. Let's start with Asia session. Consolidation. Asia has consolidation. Low has been breached, but equal lows, so that will now become a good liquidity target for the price to come down here. So this will be a good favorable liquidity sell side target for the price to come down. What about Asia session high? Asia session high was taken out. High taken. Now Asia is consolidating. London has expanded above. Let's start with London expansion. High has been taken. No, high is still open. Low is also open. This gives us an opportunity on both sides of the trade. We have this one as order block. We have this one as order block. This one was picker block, right? The first one right here. So now if the price has given us sell side liquidity right here. If the price comes in, breaks this, and if we find the buyers in this bull order block, we can look for longs till previous day high. That can be a good target for us. Now this bullish fair value gap has been inversed right here at 24,921, 24,930. So right now the price is in bearish mode. We're still going to wait for the price to give us good indication. One minute time frame, price is flowing pretty good. This now shows us the bull fair value gap. Liquidity sweep is still pending. We are not having there's this equal highs which can become bull side liquidity. If we can see this liquidity sweep, and if we can see bearish displacement, we will look for short opportunities up here, targeting this low. This liquidity is still open, hence I'm looking for short side opportunity above this, if above this equal highs. If the price can tap into here, show us bearish inverse fair value gap, then we can target this sell side liquidity. So 1 minute flow, price is moving smoothly. And what news do we have today? Let's see, February 23, we have US factory orders month on month at 10 a.m. News at 10 a.m. US factory orders. I don't think it will be that impactful. Yeah, I'm going to wait for the price to take out liquidity. So this sell side liquidity becomes a good target for bears. Like the sell side liquidity could be a good magnet. What I'm looking for is short opportunities. Short opportunities will be above swing highs or equal highs like this. This is also a good bearish inversion with this good bearish inversion with displacement and this fair value gap right here. So your stop loss could become this 20 points of stop loss against 32 points of target. Like this is the first target that we will have. As we can see, Asia session low is still open with equal highs. This bullish inversion was right here. There's no fair value gap here that is supporting this, so I'm not taking, there's no long bias here. See how the price went up here with the straight green candles, and it reversed exactly with the same thing. Like, this is called as displacement. And this displacement, we have this bearish inversion fair value gap, and we also have this fair value gap. So if anybody entered shorts here, shorts at this fair value gap, stop loss at 922, so that's 14 points of stop loss against 24-25 points of first target, and then the second target will be 876. One minute to 8 o'clock, we might be able to see, we'll be able to see some volatility. There is no wick under this candle, so this fair value gap has now turned into bullish inverse fair value gap, like right here. Notice how this candle doesn't have any wick. This can be a draw on liquidity. This can be a draw on liquidity. I want to see the price take out this equal highs and then look to give us the bearish setup. Even on a 15-minute time frame, we can see a lot of wicks forming at this area, which is this and this. It's a good draw on liquidity. Okay, what is ES doing as compared to both are doing the same thing. I took out the liquidity low, but then Asia session high. I'm pretty much biased on bearish side because Asia session low is still open and there is equal lows here, so I'm pretty much bearish biased right now. I'm still waiting for the price to take out this high before moving any lower. If the price is bullish, it will give the setups for bears like this bearish inversion fair value gaps. But if these setup fails, then the longs will be in good favor. So there are multiple fair value gaps. We just want to see if it takes out any sweeps liquidity first. There is the swing high. Yep. So what I've noticed is if the price does the displacement, like see how the price was moving here, it went up, but before it could breach down, before it could take down this low, there were this 3 green candles, which simply gives a small area, like small area where green candles are available. So in this case, generally the price tends to go to this order block and then reject. It did give us rejection. See what the fair value gaps are here. No clear trades, no clear directions as of now. there is, we cannot see any liquidity sweep before. Like liquidity sweep is the first step that we need before we enter any trade. All this fair value gaps, order blocks, and everything becomes active only after it takes out liquidity. Before that, you can see multiple order blocks, multiple fair value gaps. There's no confirmation which one will work. These are just the examples that I'm marking here. It's not for trade. We want to see the liquidity sweep somewhere. Without liquidity sweep, there's no trade. There's no AMD model here as well. Even on a 15-minute, it is still consolidating. majority of the day trading is about waiting for the right price, right opportunity. Like any sport, you need to save your energy for the right time. Like you have to wait till the opportunity arrives, or else you will just if you try to trade in here, then you'll just burn out your mental capital, and that will be worth more damage. And when the real opportunity comes in, you won't be able to find that, you won't be able to spot that out. Even if you spot it out, and if you lose in this, you won't have enough capital. Yeah, we are going to wait for the price to we are going to look for trades only after it takes out this short side trade if it takes out this high, and long side trade if it gives us the setup after sweeping this liquidity. We have a good trade forming on a 15-minute time frame where we have equal lows, and right below that is this bullish order block. If the price takes out this liquidity, taps into this bull order block and gives us a good buying signal, we should be able to see a good move up higher. See how the price is just chopping right here. There's no trade. Let's see what's happening on a 15-minute time frame, bigger time frame. What did price do? Price took out this equal lows here and this equal lows and then shot up straight. It took out this high on that particular day, but there is no closing above it, which gives us a good bullish bias at this point. But as of right now, the price is still bearish bias because of London. It expanded up higher, then it is coming down right now. I can see two liquidity levels right here at any point. There's also a London session low as a liquidity level. So what I'm expecting the price to do is what I'm expecting, or what I will be doing if I see the price take out this levels. If it taps into this bullish order block, I'll be looking for longs. Right now this is very tempting. This liquidity level is very tempting. I can also see this as a bullish like buy side liquidity right here. There's also another gap right up here, like this gap between closing and opening. New week opening gap. New week opening gap. It has not been filled. It has not been traded into. Like, it has been traded into, but it has not been filled. This gives bullish bias. There are magnets up here. Let's see if we have symbol of magnet. So this new week opening gap becomes a good magnet level right here, and there's no closing above here, so that becomes a good magnet here. If this equal low is also good magnetic level. So what I'm what I'm looking for is either it takes out this high, then it will come down to take out this low, or it can take down this low first and then move on to take out this highs. Either way, we are just going to wait for the setup to arise. Just because we can see those levels doesn't mean that we will get the setup for that particular level. As an intraday trader, our job is just to mark these levels, see if we can get the setup. If we can set this setup, we enter, we manage our risk, and then we manage our profits. That's it. If we get into all these things like chop and everything, it just drains out mental capital. That's all. Price has tapped into this, but if we want to see any kind of reversal, we want to see a candle close above here, then we want to see the market structure shift, or if there are only green candles, then we'll want to see bearish inversion fair value gap. No trade until this any candle closes above this high. This candle did close above it, but I'm still looking for a stronger candle close. no candle closing, no trades. Even if we have no good candle closing, should be like an invitation for the bulls to enter the market. Once you see that, and if there is any fair value gap, now we are going to wait for the price to show us any kind of reversal signs. That could be market structure shift with displacement, that could be bullish fair value gap inversion, there could be a breaker block once if market structure shift has been completed. I'm watching this fair value gap. It's small, but I'm still watching this fair value gap. If this candle closes here, we will be taking this short position here for this one, 60 points. Yeah, this trade is now active. Manage your risk. This is now bullish and bearish inversion fair value gap. Manage your risk. Even if the setup is A++, you still have to make sure that you enter the trade with managed risk. Why are we taking this trade? We have seen equal highs here. There's bearish inverse fair value gap right up here. There's this inverse gap, which is buy side liquidity. Candle closed above it, liquidity sweep. Then there is this bearish fair value gap inversion. We would like to see like the first partial will, if the price continues to move in our favor, then the first partial would be somewhere closer to here at 906, and the second and the full target will be below. Second or 90% target can be taken out at 24,883. Another supporting factor that we have here is this accumulation before the liquidity sweep, which means accumulation, manipulation, and it should be able to displace downside. Hence the lowest low of this accumulation is somewhere here. But I'm still we can take partials of here instead of down. Partial at 910 and full target at 24,883. this would, the break even would be right up here. If the candle touches this, then there's break even. There you go to break even. There's no need for us to risk much here. So 1:1 has already been reached. There's no need for us to risk or much more here. The stop should be at break even as it took down this low. At any point, if the price goes above 951, it's already changing of market structure. So I'm going to take this out. Going to mark this one as accumulation, which is partials. First partial would be here. The second I'm looking to take partial here, which will be like 50% would be here, 90% would be here, then remaining we can wait, hold. This one is a break-even exit. Price action right now is not pretty good. Still just chopping and chopping. Just gonna wait for a while, let the market open, then we'll see if we can find any trades. We can see if we get any setups. It's not about we finding the trade. Let's see if the market gives us that setup. If it does, then we'll look to play. Welcome back. Price is continuously moving higher right now. We want to avoid the first 15 minutes of market opens. Market opens up in 3 minutes. We want to avoid the first 15 minutes. Let's get that manipulation out of market first. We will see what is the liquidity level, what has been targeted. Where the price could be moving. Market opens up in 30 seconds. We'll be able we might see volatility here. There you go. Market opens moving higher. Buy side liquidity up higher taken. The new week opening gap is a bigger magnet up here. New week opening gap is a bigger magnet up there. might be filled. Yes. See how ES is stronger and Q is rejecting. This is not a liquidity sweep on a 15-minute time frame. We need to see a candle close, and then just exactly after the candle, like right after candle close, if we can see any rejection, that will become an entry point for us. There is no entry point right now. We do not want to enter into a random trade. The new week opening gap on SPY, which is ES, has been filled, still heading higher. Each session high has been taken, London session high has been taken, swing high has been taken, equal high has been taken. This will give us a good chance. If we wait for the first 15 minutes, this should be able to give us good opportunity for shorting. The new week opening gap on SPY has been completely filled, has been traded into. Even SPY was not able, even ES was not able to close the candle above this level, which means what I want to say is basically there's a lot of liquidity around here. See, There is a lot of liquidity here. If we can see any candle close above 69.31 and we see any rejection, while NQ is still doing the same thing, we will be able to see a good fall on the downside, good downside movement. 6 minutes into the market, it's still chopping at one place, still not moving higher, still not moving lower. We cannot trade into this market. We still have to wait for 8 minutes and 30 seconds. We need to wait for the first 15 minutes to close. We do not want to get caught into any manipulations right now. First 15 minutes is generally manipulation. It took out the buy side liquidity, but if it still continues to hold here and ES continues to hold here, it could continue to move upside. I'm not shorting the market just because it has taken out liquidity on a 1 minute time frame or a 30-second time frame. I have to wait for the market to close the candlestick, 15-minute candlestick, above the buy side liquidity, and then look for rejection. If the price goes from here, price goes down, takes out the sell side liquidity without closing up higher, I would let that go. The chances of getting caught into manipulations are much higher here as compared to waiting for that candle closure and then reversal and then look for rejection. I want to see SPY closing above 69.31, and in the meantime I want to see NQ. See, this is the difference, or this is what is actually happening. This is called as SMT. NQ is making high, ES is making like vice versa. If ES is making higher high but NQ is not, which means there's weakness in NQ. So if you're looking for short side trade, you want to short NQ, and against which, if ES is making lower high and NQ is trading higher, we want to see the short on ES, but generally trading NQ is way much better. Now I'm waiting for the price to close above this buy side liquidity at 69.31. If we can see a 15-minute candle closure here somewhere 69.35 or 69.33, and then if we can see the rejection, we will be shorting NQ. It looks weaker as SPY is still going higher but NQ is not. So if SPY rejects, if ES rejects from this high after sweeping this liquidity, we will be looking for short opportunities in NQ. And how do we find the short opportunities? We look for market structure shift and displacement. Once that has been done, we look for fair value gaps, order blocks, or pickup blocks. If price, while grabbing liquidity, has given a good bullish bull moment, we are looking for bearish inversion fair value gap inversed, which is bull fair value gap inverts into bear fair value gap. See how the rest is. If now it right now if NQ starts supporting moving higher, ES will easily break out those highs. I am not looking for longs, I'm not looking for shorts as of now. The price has been moving got to see the good rejection in ES as well, but I'm still waiting for another 3 minutes and 30 seconds for the first 15 minutes to close, and then we'll look for another trade. We'll now be looking for setups. First 15 minutes has passed. We can see that price has taken out the bull side liquidity, but there is no candle closure. Same thing is happening here. The sell side liquidity has been swapped, but there is no candle closure below this, which means we have to wait for candlestick closing below this. I'm very much interested into this level. as this will become a good draw on liquidity. There are equal highs as here, and low. There's no 15-minute close, but I'm just going to show what would be a good entry point. Like this is market structure shift. Then if there is no fair value gap, we are looking for this one as a breaker block, this one as a bullish breaker block, and this as order block, bull order block. Okay, there is no market structure shift, not yet. This candle closure is not good enough. If we are looking for short, then this is the liquidity sweep that we'll be looking for. As of right now, we do not have any setup, like no active setup, because there is no candle close above this liquidity and below this liquidity. We want to see a candle closing above this level now, but now there is no fair value gap in here. So if there is no fair value gap here, what could happen? There is no fair value gap, what will happen? We do not have any reversal, like bearish inversion fair value gap expectation here. We'll have to wait for the market structure shift to take down this low, and there has to be fair value gaps in between here and we can enter onto that fair value gap, stop loss above highs, and targeting sell side liquidity at 24,807, which is here. still waiting. I have no setup right now. I'm just marking the fair value gaps. There is no setup for me. As I said, there has been no kind of closure about this buy side liquidity or this bearish like sell side liquidity. That's best. Hence, it does not give me any initiation on a trade. If we can inverse this fair value gap, if we can inverse this full fair value gap, then we will be looking for shorts. Continuation till 24807. Price is expecting this consequent encroachment of this bearish fair value gap. Price is not moving the way I'm expecting it to be. It's very slow. Now this fair value gap has been inversed. Bearish inversion fair value gap, but it is way too deep. I want to see the price tap 918, stop loss being 44. So now we can have this 1:2 trade right here. We are not risking much because ideal stop loss would be here, but we are not risking much as market the price action has been pretty bad right now. Price is doing the same thing it was doing this morning. It gave us a move. Now it's chopping. It's not moving higher. It's not moving closer, lower. Yeah, there's no active trade right now. We had this minus stop loss of 27 points. We're going to wait for the price. Like today we are going to wait for the price to either close above this buy side liquidity or the sell side liquidity. Right now there is no candle closure, so but still the price has taken out this highs and lows. We want to see now this becomes our range. Equal low was swept, but there was no candle closure below this. Price is moving in our favor only after taking us out either at break even or at stop loss. So not a good day to trade probably. We want to avoid trading right now. At this moment the price is not doing what it is expected. It is not giving us good clean setups. Generally if generally price gives us like in 5 days of trading week we get 3 days where market we get at least 3 days where market gives us good setup. Anybody shorting this fair value gap, anybody shorting at this fair value gap should be getting paid right now. 92 points of target against 68 points, 78 points of risk. We want to see the candle closure below. We have seen the liquidity, drawn liquidity is here. This bearish fair value gap entry here because we kept the stop loss at minimum, or else still going to wait. We are not taking any trade right now. Market has been moving not in our favor. Market has been moving just taking out. See, there are a lot of wicks. 15-minute candle closes in the next 5 minutes. We're going to wait for a good opportunity. We're going to wait for the perfect perfect setup. Wait for the liquidity sweep on a 15-minute time frame. Here again, this low was swept, but we did see a candle closure here. The low was swept. We did see the candle closure here, but the issue is that I did not see any candle closing on a 15-minute time frame below this. We're going to take this out. Yes, yes, is trading good today. If we can see any candle, 15-minute candle closing below here, that's good amount of 550 points. If we can see any candle closure below the sell side liquidity and see any reversal, we'll look to long NQ. ES is heading towards ish, like ES has taken out London session low. This becomes a good sell side liquidity right now. Not a good day to trade. I think I'll be closing our day here today. Price is not moving as we're expecting it to be. You're not getting any setup. Not getting any setup. See you guys tomorrow. Soon I'll be bringing a video explaining what liquidity is, what are different types of liquidity that we'll be looking for, and eventually I'll bring out different concepts, ICT concepts like fair value gaps. I'll explain it on a live market chart like this. How I draw this, when do I look for this fair value gaps, and so on. So I'll bring out these concepts pretty soon, and we will form a proper trading strategy using ICT concepts. So ICT has different models. It has silver bullet. It has ICT 2022 model, which is widely known for liquidity sweep, displacement, and market structure shift. That is what we generally follow. Silver bullet is generally like time based. Like this is the kill zone. Like see the screen, New York AM session. It's a kill zone. So we look for reversals during this zones: New York session, London session, Asia session, and it has AMD accumulation, manipulation, and distribution model, which is like one of the best model. If we can find out an accumulation, if we can find out AMD model, that's perfect. That's like one of the best setup of ICT. See you guys tomorrow. We'll be back with another day, another good analysis. Market is not trading in a good way today. It has been behaving like this since last week, and I don't think we have pretty good news week. We have US consumer confidence tomorrow, then we have Nvidia earning on February 25, which is Wednesday after market close. We have initial jobless claims at 8:30 on Thursday. That would be a good day to trade. Probably you will get good volatility on that day. On Friday, what do we have on Friday? On Friday we have core PPI. Yes, on Friday is also a good day. We have news coming in on Friday. This will bring in volatility. So be safe, do not overtrade, do not try to enter the market just looking at the setup. Also look at the price movement. If the price is not moving good, there's always another day to trade. As I always say, there are at least 3 days during the weekday, during 5 days of trading week, that the market will give us good opportunities. If today is not that day, then let's wait for tomorrow. This is still first day of the week. We still have 4 more days. We do not want to lose big on a day when it's just chopping. Hence, manage your risk correctly. Manage your trades on days like this. If you lose on days like this, it will impact your confidence. And then as far as my experience goes, I've blown out many accounts on days like this, which generally is not good. And then on a good day, I take trades. On a good day, I take trades, try to scalp and make less money. And on days like this, I accumulate small losses, and at the end of the day, it would go into a big red loss. So try to avoid it on a trading day like this. There's always another opportunity coming into the market. There's always another day. The markets are here forever. If you're not able to make money, if you lose small today, that's okay. Tomorrow market will give us good opportunities, good, it will be flowing smoothly. Tomorrow can be day after tomorrow. You just, as a trader, as an intraday trader, you have to wait for the price action to be in your favor. You don't have, you have to trade the price action. You don't have to trade you trade just because it's a new day today. Be safe, trade safely. We'll be back again tomorrow with with different setups, and I'll be coming with ICT course, like explanation ICT series, what is liquidity, what is fair value gaps, and so on and so on. I'll try to explain the concepts the way I understand, the way it becomes simplified for other people. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys tomorrow.